Okay, we alive? Are we clear? I guess we are. Hello, people of Earth and beyond. Welcome back to yet another one of these videos. I am the loneliest sweet potato, and it is good to see you. Hi. Hello. Welcome. I know I just said that, but welcome again. How are we doing? And if you've read the caption, wherever it's gonna be placed, we are here to break down some of the interesting things that happen in our society, guys. Double trouble. They say all good things come in twos, and these are my two little favorite mascots here to introduce the Relationship Olympics. Yeah, we're really trying to make this one stick, guys, because the gymnastics and the backflips you guys be playing in your relationships, we have got to discuss it, don't we? So without further ado, let's get it rolling. Say bye-bye. So for millennia, we have been witness or we have bared witness at the different variations of love, expressions of love, and how different individuals express themselves with their partners. We have, for the longest time, known that love makes human beings do quite crazy things. So, from PDA to love songs, serenades, open declarations of love to chauvinistic moves, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, anything you might name under the sun, we have been doing it for the longest time. Okay. I think love is a beautiful thing. It is something that if you are fortunate enough to experience it or give it away, it can be one of the most beautiful things. It makes us do crazy things, it makes us do interesting things for our partners. And this video is just gonna scratch the surface, not really a deep dive, but really scratch the surface on into what actually, goes down. This widespread phenomena has also made its way through social media. Plenty of people now use social media platforms in order to showcase their relationship and how beautiful it's going, how much their partner loves them and adorns them with gifts and so on and so forth. And it is, I mean, it's such a frenzy out there. It's so crazy out there. I believe we should discuss it. In discussing all of this, it's hard not to come off as a hater or somebody who's bitter, but it's something that you really have to like pick apart. It's easy at least to pick apart because the whole thing starts to fall apart once you understand how social media works and how real life situations and relationships actually work. I have been boring you on and on, you know, foreplaying with this entire conversation, but introducing in the first category the PDA parade. Now, public displays of affection have been something for the longest time that individuals have used to claim their partners in public, openly, holding hands, and I guess it comes naturally kissing, hugging, crotch grabbing, ass grabbing, whatever suits your fancy. But for the longest time, we have used public displays of affection to let the world know that this is our partner, we love them, and so on and so forth. With the coming of social media and various platforms that come with it, we find that our PDA has taken a whole different level. They have kissing selfies all the way to sex tapes, all the way to whatever, on wherever on the spectrum that you lie. Okay, that form of that display of affection for your partner has also made its way there. It's quite interesting to see how much effort people put in to give you the most picture perfect moment that they had just snapshotted in time, giving you this very, you know, curated snippet of their relationship, of their actual lives. But if you know anything about human beings, is that they lie. Human beings lie and they love to portray a certain narrative or spearhead a certain narrative of themselves in order to seem a certain way. It's just as simple as that. I'll never hate on PDA. I love me a good ass grab in the middle of the road, that me being the one grabbing the ass. But I digress. PDA is nice if it comes natural. It should come as natural as drinking water. But in the age of social media, it's hard to tell which one is fake and which one is not. Actually, it is very easy because the moment that shit hits social media, to me, it loses value. Okay, that was beautiful moment between you and your partner, and if you feel the need to share that, that's entirely fine. But going out of your way to perfect it, and this is the reality of the behind the scenes of what actually happens behind all these social media platforms of these couples and whatnot. They argue looking for the perfect picture, looking for the perfect lighting. To me, it is the equivalent of somebody recording themselves crying on social media because they are reacting to something or a certain video about them, or reacting to their haters in a crying video. Fam, you had to sit down, muster up the tears, record, then cry. Fam, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Okay, the equivalency to me, rather how closely those two are related to each other, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And stop fighting. And in the next corner, we have the perfect couple challenge. All couples are perfect. I mean, apart from Adolf and Ava. But I digress. To me, at least, to you, your own relationship should be perfect. But we find that with the age of social media, again, because this is where all of this is happening, away from social media and away from all of that, relationships are just relationships, okay? You guys eat, fuck, chill, watch movies, whatever. But at the fundamental level, y'all just are eating and fucking. And once in a while, you're like, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Alright, just checking. And you go on just like that. But at the fundamental level, that's what relationships are like. But social media adds this extra level of extraness, if I have to put it that way. People feel pressured to look perfect as a couple, like they're meant for each other, like they're soulmates, like they married their best friend. Well, your best friend is in my inbox asking me for notes. What you saying? Yeah. Immense pressure that social media has put on couples to, look perfect, appear perfect is, I don't know, it's appalling. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to unpack. People go to vacations just for the sake of taking, picture perfect photos to show that they've arrived as a couple, that they're rich, that they can spend. And to me, like I said, this whole thing begins to fall apart the moment it reaches social media. Because at the end of the day, if your idea was to spoil your partner, I don't think the rest of the world needs to know that. Or the rest of the world does not need to know that you're kind to your partner. Just be kind for the sake of being kind. But you find that people are under this pressure, this, you know, immense need to appear perfect, to look perfect. They take up these couple challenges, they do this and that. They challenge themselves to do certain things that everybody else is doing, unbeknownst to the fact that, every situation and every relationship is unique. You cannot compare yourself to, I was about to say Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, but yeah, fuck it. You cannot compare a relationship to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. They have their arrangement, and your mother and father have a different arrangement too. Okay? Every relationship is unique, and that is because we need to understand ourselves and our partners at a fundamental level. Learn to understand and know your partner on a human level. That way, you will know and understand what to give them instead of going out there on social media to show just how kind you are. To me, it's phony. It's very phony. Up next, we have the anniversary showdown. I'm sorry, I'll get better at this, I promise. The anniversary showdown to me is something that is quite interesting because, in light of recent events that have taken place on social media concerning two social media couples, which is Kandoshi and Mia and his girlfriend, um, I find that this point is very, very much applicable to that as well. Anniversary can mean, Valentine's Day, your very individual anniversary. You could have Girlfriend's Day, which I came to know about, I think, last year. I didn't even know girlfriends received gifts for just merely being girlfriends on a particular day. But hey, we come up with new shit all the time. I hope there's Boyfriend's Day too, because like men need love too, they need attention, but I digress. Um, Concerning this TikTok slash Facebook couple, it's quite interesting because these guys stirred up quite a frenzy once again. Kadoshi and Mianda are just this couple on Facebook. Kadoshi became famous for spoiling his girlfriend Mianda. Basically, He became famous for doing shit in a relationship that most people already do, but because he was broadcasting it on social media, everybody was like, oh my god, he's a walking green flag. Oh my god, Miranda is like the epitome of womanhood because she just did something perfect to be deserving of all this love and showering of gifts. And I know I sound super fast right now, but this is how much I dread having to explain this to you. But at a fundamental level, at a basic level, this is what their relationship is like. It's a social media thing, okay? And if we understand anything about social media, it's that that place is not real, fam. It's not real. Okay? Half the shit there is staged. We have poor people cosplaying as rich people and rich people cosplaying as poor people. It's fucked. Okay? All for the sake of selling a certain narrative. It's fucked. In recent events, this Kadoshi guy had sent his girlfriend 8,000 kwacha. Okay? And yeah, we had people talking. 8 grand, 8 grand, 8 grand. Previously, there was this whole cheating scandal of theirs where she came out that he used to beat her. I mean, you don't make light of such kind of situations. And he came out that she had been cheating. There was videos and whatnot, and people started using that against him to say, well, why would you send 8 grand to a girl that had cheated on you previously? But come on, guys. Those guys are stunt masters, if you know anything. Okay? They will ride these trends until they die. They know how to play around with these numbers, and kudos to them. All I see is just hustlers trying to get their numbers up, and kudos to them. But to me, what it is portraying, however, is very materialistic relationship. And if you know anything about this couple, if you're seeing them on social media, it is the fact that the only thing this guy spearheads is the materialistic side of his relationship. What he does for his girlfriend, how much he takes her out, how often he takes her out, or what he spends, and of course, promotion of videos. He does it to promote his content, and he does it to promote also a certain narrative of the kind of man that he is. And if we know anything about social media, like I keep reiterating, is the fact that it is not a real place. For all we know, Gadosh could have sent me under that 8 grand and had us, yeah. Chago got reversal. Have you not heard of a transaction reversal, people? Wake up, it's not nap time. Oh, I scared my dog. It's not nap time. Let's wake up. For all we know, all that would be staged. They put an 8 grand together and like, let's just show people how girlfriend's day is done. And here you are in the comment section fighting about who cheated on who and who's not deserving of 8 grand. They got you. But all in all, I believe we can do better as individuals if you treat these kinds of relationships that are on social media as the ideal version or as examples of what relationships should be like for you, then you are sadly mistaken. You cannot be more wrong. This isn't the wrongest place to get any kind of relationship advice or examples, period. And in the final corner, we have the breakup showdown. Now, breakups have always been ugly, guys. Breakups will always be ugly, whether mutual or one-sided. Breakups are always gonna be that one thing that really makes you question why you were with somebody in the first place, why you broke up, what led to what, etc., etc. But to me, I find it quite interesting how couples that have, well, spent the entirety of their relationship on social media use breakups in order to boost their numbers. We literally have breakup videos like, oh, we broke up. Here's a breakdown of what led to our breakup. We get into like deep dives and breakdowns of how they actually broke up, who cheated on who didn't, how they just could not reconcile from whatever problem that they were having in their relationship. And to me, it is quite funny because for the longest time, I have found these videos very, 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 very ridiculous. Why are you explaining your breakup to people? Granted, you did debut your relationship online, or you spent the entirety of your relationship online. You guys did brand deals. You guys are together. But why? Why? Just why? That's what really like ruffles my feathers a little bit, because at the end of the day, none of this shit is real. Like I keep saying, it's all staged. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna believe that a couple coming to talk to you, and what's more insidious actually, is the fact that sometimes they'll even slot in adverts, in the middle of all this whole breakup drama. It's just the equivalent of a YouTuber, slotting in an advert in the middle of his apology video. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Dubs tears with dollar bills. What a fun world we live in. Social media platforms, as realistic as they may seem, are not real places. This is not where you should go and actually live your entire life there. Actually, there have been new studies that have been coming out to say you can tell who's been spending more time on certain platforms than others because of just the language that they speak and the manner in which they ask certain questions. You have people asking people to say, you got kids? Yes. How many? Three. Same baby daddy? Yeah. I don't know what whores you've been talking to. Okay, let me hush it down a little bit. I don't know what people you have been talking to that keep telling you they have three different children from three different fathers, but half the time, ideally, most people have one father for all their children. So it kind of shows what kind of people you have been interacting with by the manner in which you ask your questions. Social media is not a real place. Just like these couples are not real, just like these situations are not real. You cannot base your judgment off of a 2 to 5 minute video of somebody showing you a snippet of their realistic life. Even captioning it that way just throws the whole game off. What irks me are the two kinds of people, the ones that post for clout and the ones that believe this shit actually is real. To me, both of you are ridiculous because one of you is feeding off the other. The one posting for clout is feeding off of the energy of the person that's viewing, and the person that's viewing thinks they can achieve that on their own because they think their kind of relationship is also going to be like that. But like I keep saying, it is not real, people. Let's wake up to the fact that we cannot make a relationship work without first understanding the fundamentals of it. And in conclusion of this very interesting relationship Olympics game, um, relationships are about genuine connection. They're about respect. They're about fear. They're about love. They're about loyalty. Fear in the sense that you gotta be fearful of losing your partner, of doing them wrong, of doing them dirty. You have to respect them. You have to love them. You have to be willing to learn more about them to understand them and not just spearhead or champion the things about relationships that are materialistic. To me, it is very phony. You are showboating, and it leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth because at the end of the day, you are just there to sell a certain narrative. Let us see the real you because at the end of the day, all these things are what make up relationships: the infidelity, the fights, the love, the hate, the fear, the respect. All of these things make up for a relationship, and we have to embrace them all. You can't just nitpick what you think best works for you and discard the rest. That's how you end up with a one sided thing. Everything has to be well rounded, both the good and the bad. Thanks for watching, people. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments section. But as for now, I am the loneliest sweet potato, and I am telling you, don't believe everything you see on social media, guys. Peace and love.